Hi, welcome to Dance Spring, where we talk about the beauty of partner dancing. And today I'm here with Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Jason.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So, Chris, tell our audience, where did you first start dancing?
Who knows? I think as a kid, I started going to like family parties, which had a lot of cumbia. But when my parents took me to El Salvador at age 6, um, my dad took me to this party that was at night and it was full of adults, no kids. I was the only kid. And the entire place was dancing. Everybody was dancing cumbia and merengue. And it was like so beautiful to be watching this spectacle as a kid. And I'm like, wow. I think that's when I fell in love with dancing. But I didn't quite experience that same thing until I was, I think, at like LA Bachata Fest at 4 in the morning. And I'm like watching everybody sort of dance, everybody's dancing. And it was like, whoa, like it was this, it was this juice of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's this other thing that's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use the word spectacle, which I don't really associate with dance a lot, but it is a spectacle. Like you and I love movies, right? Movies
Yeah.
are image and sound together. And when you go to a dance event, it's image or visuals and sound. And it becomes a spectacle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, I'm immersed in this one thing, or am I in a real place? Is this real?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the feeling that I was getting, where it's like I'm looking at it, I see grand a grand thing, but there's something going on that's like affecting you internally that's like so beautiful. Yeah.
How did it feel for you when you heard the music? Did you want to move as well? Were you in awe, or how did the music like grab you in terms of the spectacle nature of it?
You know, I think it maybe that's what makes this sort of spectacle different from others, that the music plays a big part. So it's going in inside your ear and it's affecting your heart, it's affecting your stomach, it's affecting many things. And so you're seeing this connection affecting you on the inside, and it's expressing itself through these people outside. And so I think that's what makes it makes you be in the middle of it as a medium. So music is so important. I think that merengue and cumbia I wasn't as into until later in life. Then I found cumbia, and then I like there's so many interesting things happening with cumbia in like places like Mexico. Like there's like underground cumbia. There's like all these sort of things, and it's evolved into its own sort of scene, and it's beautiful, and the way people dance it, and the way they have like underground parties, and like it's pretty cool. But music has always been a big part. I think that like I started going to like concerts at age 13, and I did lean towards um, music that I could move to a little bit. And then I found like electronic music at like age 20 or something, and then I did that whole underground scene, but that's dancing by yourself. And then at age 30, I found salsa and bachata, and instantly, like a day after, I found Zouk and Kiz. So it's like I took all 4 classes within the same day or something, and it just gave me this really open mind, or really this open lens of all these 4 dances from different parts of the world, different scenes, different ways to dance it. But it allowed me to sort of keep this approach to dance or partner dancing from a more open perspective, because I do feel that sometimes you get, there is this trap of like you are taken in by one scene or one dance, and then you feel like there is this identity thing happening with certain people, and then they like, oh, they're very strict and very pure to one scene, and but I think having this sort of opportunity to see all 4 of them at the same time allowed me to sort of stay behind and not like grasp one or the other.
Yeah. And just to add on to the spectacle aspect of it, so we talked about the music and the sound, but visually, when you see a dance, go to a dance where there's different types of people, there's lights, there's bright lights, there's low lights. How does the visual of dancing like affect you in terms of it being a spectacle?
It's 100% about the people and the people's movements. Mm-hmm. I think when you get into a room and it's very slow, like maybe it's a micro or some kizomba, you can feel this like slow, deeper flow, and then you'll get into like a really fast salsa room or a really hyped zouk room or fusion room, and fusion does both. Yeah. You can feel, and you feel it through the people, right? More so than like the lights and the sound, I would say, which is something that all the scenes need to work on. I think maybe salsa is the only one that tries to do, they bring in the live bands and stuff, but I think that based on my history of electronic music, and I've seen entire rooms and environments change due to lighting and the way you control the bass, the way you control treble, like the partner dance scene does seem to be missing that. They seem to be missing that DJ aspect. I know there's certain scenes try, but it's not quite there. And I do think it actually is something that needs to be evolved and pushed forward.
You mean adding to the ambiance?
Yeah, adding to the ambiance, the vibe. Themes. I know like some parties are getting really good at stressing themes. Yeah. So
a dance event can be very neutral in terms of it could be at a dance studio or a bar where it's the decor is the decor that the space is usually, or the organizers, the host can add to it, whether it's adding lights, adding some decorations, closing blinds, or making it a theme. So dance events can be a different type of spectacle every time.
Yeah.
I'm using spectacle a lot. I don't know why. It's a word that I haven't associated with dance, but I'm glad you brought it up because it is a spectacle that you can be a part of.
Yeah. It's like this. It's like something's happening out there.
Yeah. And you want to be a part of it. Yeah. So you do several partner dances, correct?
Yes.
Was that due to curiosity? Did the music kind of make you want to try different things, or do you just like learning new things? Like, what made you like want to learn so many dances?
I think that I've always enjoyed dancing. I think, like I said, in my 20s, I did a lot of electronic music, but I also did a lot of 80s and indie and soul. And these were dances that I wasn't trained in any of them or anything. You kind of just dance by yourself, and when you dance with people, you're dancing by yourself with other people.
Yeah.
But I think maybe for some reason in my dance journey, this connection with a partner didn't happen until I turned like 30, where it was like, oh, let's both sink into this same wave. And like, but I was always like longing for it in these other dances, right? Like I would always dance with people in these other dances. Yeah.
But not in a partner dancey way necessarily.
Not in a partner dancey way where you're like synchronized or you're trained, you both understand the same language of a certain move.
Yeah, there's a lead follow dynamic.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about partner dancing and that dynamic?
100% is when you can both catch that wave. It's hard. It's like calibrating, right? It's like you're calibrating. I think of like calibrating lights, or calibrating music, or even like unlocking a lock, and you're what are those called? The ones with the rotating ones? Combinations. And so if you can like turn the combination into the point where you're both on a place where you understand each other and you connect with each other, then you can both jump on this like surfboard together and ride this wave. And once you're on this wave, you can both sort of maneuver the surfboard together, and you're creating this flowering thing that's going through space and time, and you're unfolding it, and you're both learning it together almost in like a psychic manner, and it becomes a story.
You become one person kind of, and there's a flow state, there's a wave that you're both riding.
Yeah, absolutely.
How often does it happen?
You know, people, I guess, I feel like I can get there pretty quickly with many people. It becomes about like dropping your level or increasing your level, or like, calibrating. But most importantly, it's like you want to sort of calibrate or connect with someone. And if you're open, if your heart is open or your psychology is open, like, okay, like, let's do this dance. We're gonna have a good dance. And if you both have that attitude, you get there sooner. But obviously, if one person's not in a good place, and they're in a strange mood, it's going to be a little harder to get there. But even when that happens, for some reason, I'm able to sort of calibrate to that, where I'm like, oh, okay, maybe you're like in a stranger place, or in a darker place, or in a certain sort of place, and it's like, how do I meet you in that level? Because even in the darkest of places, you can still go somewhere. You know, it could be that like partner dancing is so emotional, especially because you're touching and you're holding someone, and sometimes it is like maybe even like needing a hug. But like even that, you can start to like move and go places from that lower or darker, or well, I don't even know how to calibrate or say that place. You know, and vice versa. Like if someone's like ready to go and they're like super hyper and you're like not there, it's a little harder actually for me. But I do think that I can make that leap of like, okay, let's go. Like if you're in it, I'm in it. Let's like jump around.
To ride that nice wave where you're both in sync or one, the openness to connect and communicate, but then to calibrate to each other. And sometimes it's super easy, and sometimes it takes some time to work.
Yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about kizomba, that like there's 3 dances, or that it's sort of like custom to dance 3 dances with one person, and it is sometimes about like that first dance is feeling and calibrating, and then you start to move into a further place. I think with certain other dances, I know with fusion, it's a little more customary to do one dance and then the song ends and you move. You can stay with a person, but it is more custom to just move on, right? And I think that like sometimes I'll barely be getting into the feel, and then it's like, bye. Okay. Yeah.
So what dances are you doing currently?
So right now I'm hitting Zouk and Kiz harder than like the other ones, but it does seem that fusion, Kiz, and Zouk are sort of the 3 that I do most constantly every weekend. Salsa and bachata used to be prominent my first 5 years of dancing. They've kind of gone into outer planets, but when they come in, when I have to dance them, I do maybe because I'm not dancing them as often. So when I do dance them for a little bit, it becomes so magical because it's something that I haven't like had in a minute.
What do you like about fusion, kizomba, and Zouk? Like, why is it gravitating toward you right now?
Kiz, or kizomba, is this ability to be in the structure but move into any place and any coordinate, in every motion, in whatever speed, in whatever dynamic. Um, that seems to be doing a lot for me. And I forgot also tarraxo. Tarraxo seems to be the curveball that just came into the picture, where it's almost like the graduation of Kiz for me, only because in Kiz I do want to be a little more free. Even though it gives me that freedom, tarraxo is more open to expression. Like there's this grounded foot, earthly thing that keeps you grounded with someone, and you keep going back into that tarraxo beat. But up here, it's all expression and it's all musicality. And I think that musicality is the thing that I like feeds me. Just like being able to like play an instrument, right? I'm playing more of an instrument with tarraxo and Kiz. Zouk, a little more, it's also there. It's a little more flowy and wavy. So it's a little more letting the wave ride versus you sort of directing every corner. So it's a different feel.
Yeah.
And both are beautiful. I think Zouk also, it's interesting because both Zouk and Kiz have this way of like, the community hits a momentum. And I do think that like right now, it seems that there's a slight, Zouk was like here, and then like right now it's starting to come back up, like with the community's momentum. With Fusion, I think that community has been like very stable growing. And I think you have to do a lot with that. With Fusion Vibe, it seems to be a very consistent party that just keeps sort of evolving. And I've seen it like from my first party, seeing so many people trying to calibrate and not like be in sync, to like now where like so many people are in sync, but the level of the dancing has gone up. Like I feel like the fusion scene has just gotten like way good and skilled at dancing. Maybe I don't know where they're learning. Maybe they're learning from many different dances, but they're bringing it back into fusion, and then they're able to sort of display it there, or practice it in a way that there's no rules, right? Like it's like you every fusion dance is free, and that's I think what I like about fusion, that like that thing that I had with soul and 80s and electronic music, I'm able to have it in fusion, where it's like I could dance any way I want. I could even dance by myself.
Yeah, it comes that full circle.
Yeah.
So it seems like the main dances you're doing right now allows you to explore different sides of yourself, and it's based upon your mood or the music or how you want to express that day. Are there different dance love languages that you have? Do you love playfulness? Do you love being perfect and exact and technical? Like, what are your kind of dance love languages? Or does it vary depending upon the day, the song, and the partner?
I think my biggest love language is definitely this sort of connection that happens here. It has to do with frame, but it totally has to do with the heart.
So heart connection.
It's this heart connection, and I think like if it's there, it doesn't matter what we dance or how we dance it, because now we can like, it's hard to say with words. We can go, and that I don't even know what it is, because it has to do with me feeling my partner's frame and their sort of internal move, and then them sort of feeling me and being like, there's this consent of like, let's both flow with whatever this is, and it's just, I don't know how to describe it. I'm describing it with my hands. It's like, you know, when you put like a sheet of paper and it's like, okay, you're both holding the paper up. It's that, whatever that paper part is, that is sort of my love language for dancing. But I do think that that's the one that allows me to have fun in all the dances. But I think that I like many things. Like I do like that in Zouk and in salsa, it could be this super athletic momentum, rapid fire, uh, super like it's like you have to almost be a gymnast for some of it. Like or like aerobics. And that like is pretty cool. It gives me like a certain, that's another like sort of high. And then of course micro or Kiz, where it is smaller and you're sort of playing with these super tiny, subtle, almost not there movements. That's cool too.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so the heart connection, you're not necessarily have to like be chest to chest, but it's the reciprocal energy going back and forth and holding up that piece of paper or a space where you're finding connection together and unlocking that lock together.
Yes. You don't even have to touch.
Yeah.
Like I've had that with people where it's an entire playful dance where we don't even touch, but it's there. And we're like moving around the space. And sometimes we go around the whole venue just for fun, you know, but it's like you're both holding that paper up.
Yeah. The connection can be physical, but it could be visual or spiritual or even another sense that I don't
Whatever
people
you wanna call
whatever
it.
you
Who
want to
knows
call
what it
it.
is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond the dancing aspect, what do you enjoy most about like partner dancing and social dancing as a whole?
I do think that dancing is kind of radical. Or not, it's not radical because it's just for us it's basic, it's normal, it's our this is what we do, this is our hobby. But it does seem that under the gaze of the world, it can be a little radical because you're seeing people from all types of politics, right, left, whatever you want, all genders, all races, all class structures, even like other sort of things like psychological aspects. The range of all these different things, they're all just thrown in there, right? And so to me, it's almost like, wow, dance is bringing all these people together without even trying. Whereas in like, I think in other cultures, like religion specifically, they're trying really hard to unite people. And it's like almost like here, it's like they're not even trying, it's just happening. So to me, it's almost, in a weird way, it's almost like going to like a spiritual place. I almost called it a church, but like,
Yeah.
I love that about it, that it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You can go there and it doesn't matter. What matters is like sort of dancing. And then, yeah, just that ability to connect with someone and then express myself. It's like a canvas every night, a brand new canvas every night, and you can get to express yourself. And on the spiritual aspect, I have found meditation earlier, but I started really meditating when I turned 30, which happens to be around the same time I found partner dancing. Both of those things sort of flowered into their own journeys. But they're similar in that the type of meditation that I do and it requires a mantra that you repeat internally. So in dancing, you are repeating the dance steps back and forth, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
You know, so you're repeating this sort of thing, and like a metronome. And at some point, you're repeating it so much, which is so are your thoughts from the day, your stresses, and then you sort of step out of it, and now you're in this flow state where like the perceived conceptions, worries, they're in that metronome, but you're like now outside looking looking outside of it. And I think that like that's where the transcendence in dance comes, and that's where the transcendence in meditation comes, where you sort of step out, and then when you do that, you connect with everything in the environment, right? Like the music, the room, other people.
Yeah, it's very similar. Like when you first learn a partner dance, you're learning the steps, you're learning the patterns, you're learning how to do it on specific counts, and then after you learn your 5, 10, 100 patterns, when you go social dancing, you step out and you say, okay, I have these 100 moves or 5 moves. How do I apply these moves to the partner I'm in front of right now in real time? It's kind of fascinating.
Right. And like I think you had also mentioned it's scary, right? Because you may not know the moves.
Yeah. It's very vulnerable.
Yeah, and you have to sort of remember and keep in mind, especially as you're starting to dance, that like even if you just know the basics or the basic, there is an infinitude of ways of dancing the basic. The basic is there to keep you in the lane, but the way you drive that lane can be very slow, very fast. Like, it's like if you use like talking, we learn this language and we learn these words, but the way we say these words and the way we talk, it's your own, and no two people talk the same. So no two people are gonna dance the same dance language. No two people are gonna dance the same basic the same way. So you have to sort of remember that like as you're learning, you wanna not be daunted by what you don't know and sort of like control what you do know.
Yeah. Partner dancing and partner dances are languages where the steps are the words, but how you say the words and the body language that happens when you say the words is probably more important than the actual word itself.
Right. Yeah. Give me a word.
Pencil.
Pencil. I'm only going to say the word pencil, and you try to sort of understand what I'm saying. So, pencil, 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 pencil. Like, it's like you're understanding my like expressions and emotions, but it's the same word. I'm just saying it in different ways.
Yeah, it's very fascinating how it kind of, there's a parallel there.
Yeah.
Beyond meditation, how has partner dancing affected other aspects of your life?
I think it's made me more flexible in creativity. It's like those muscles, those creative muscles. You are exploring more physically. It's like yoga, right? You're stretching out those muscles, and now you're able to move those body parts better because you stretched them out. So if you stretch out, this is why it's so important for you to be open-minded with music and not stay with one scene. Because the more you open, the more you transcend that dance. I've used this example with you before, but like cooking, it's like if I only eat American food every night, I'm gonna get bored and sick, right? Like it's like you want to go taste Thai food, you want to go taste Japanese food, French food, Chinese, Mexican. Like it's only gonna help you and your taste buds.
Yeah.
And if you're a cook, knowing all these other dishes is gonna help you cook your dish even more. Like it's so I disagree completely with like the people that grasp onto one scene and especially when it becomes their identity and their whatever. But it's not, I'm not saying, yeah, sure, focus on one thing, master it, become an all-star. I get it. But for you to like shame and other dances or disagree that like people do multiple, I think that's bogus.
Yeah. And doing other dances, just like doing different activities, helps you appreciate the activity that you're doing.
Yeah.
So, for example, your food analogy, right? Say you only ate hamburgers. That's great. You may get bored with it. But then if you ate Thai food and Mexican food, you'll say, okay, I love these foods too in different ways, but I still love my hamburger in this way. And I appreciate the hamburger and the layering, the different customization. Like, I love this about eating a hamburger. And it'll make you appreciate it so much more.
Yes. I agree. Yeah. That's like, I think I feel that way about like Kiz and tarraxo right now, where it's like that thing, but I'm able to appreciate the other dances, and I'm able to go float and fly in these other dances.
Yeah. And most dances are fusions of other dances too. So if you know a lot of dances, it'll help amplify the dance that you're probably doing right now.
Yeah, because in the end, it's like, it's back to the language thing. It's like humans came around and they labeled this body movement. A turn is a turn, a wave is a wave, a hold is a hold. Call it what you want to call it. It's this nameless thing that's a physical thing.
Yeah. We label things so we can simply identify and be on the same page of, when I say go, you should go. And if we didn't have these terms, then communication would be a lot slower and more ambiguous. So labels do help. But at the same time, things are labelless, kind of.
I'm not trying to dismiss structure. You need structure, 100%. And I think that, like, as you go on your dance journey, you understand that, like, oh, structure is key, and there's so much importance in it. It's weird. It's like you're walking this very thin line, and you have to do both. It's structure, but it is creativity. And that's why musicality is the thing in the middle.
Yeah. There needs to be a basic structure, or else it's hard to really communicate very quickly. Like, for example, if you're partner dancing, hopefully you know about weight transfer and frame and timing. And if you know the basics of those things, you can have a great dance with anybody. And if you're an advanced dancer, you can play with those structures or ignore them completely if you want to.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you've mastered if you've like mastered the rules, then you can break the rules. Yeah, I think, like, I'm so thankful for salsa, because salsa taught me turns, and it changed everything. And it taught me connection, like that you just don't hold someone. You have to give a little bit of pressure so you can understand the pressure. And I think that, like, they've all given me, like, these golden nuggets and these magic things that I bring to the other ones.
Yeah, you can use turns in your other dances, and you use the things and the principles you learn from salsa. Yeah,
but again, it's like, because I went deep enough into salsa to actually pay attention to the skill and the structure of a turn, which was, like, so detailed. And it's like the way you place your feet, the way you use your arm. And it's like, I needed to learn the math.
You have to learn some structure.
Because, I do see that, like, especially in salsa and Zouk and salsa, I do see a lot of, because it's such a beautiful dance, it's so big, it's a bigger spectacle. There's a lot of people that are like, wow, that's gorgeous, that's beautiful. Let me go take a few classes. Okay, I should be able to do everything now. And then, like, they don't take any more classes, but they keep dancing for, like, a year, 2 years, and they don't take any more classes. It's like they just took those first couple of classes, and it's like, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, they're aiming for that spectacle, but it may just be a low budget.
Yeah, it's like they try to shortcut it because they didn't learn the math.
Yeah.
But they think they understand the math.
Yeah. What are your dance goals at the moment?
I have two that I don't know if we're gonna get anywhere, but they're internal, and I think that's what matters.
Yeah.
One is I sort of want to create a dance, or my dream is to create a dance, but I understand that it's very difficult, and who am I to create a dance? But I think the way it happens is just like creating a new dish and cooking. I love my breakfast because it's this mixture of this like American, Salvadorian, and even Mexican sort of thing happening. And the way it's gotten there is because I've like over the years just trial and error, like tested so the way you cook certain things, eggs, tortillas, like everything. And I think like that's sort of what's happening, just trial and error. Right now, I'm like loving certain things from certain dances, and I'm grabbing them, and I'm like easy. And so I'm trying to create, in my mind, I'm sort of, I don't know if it's for anyone else, but for me, in my mind, I'm creating this dance that is sort of this like, it's like this Kiz tarraxo situation, but it's got this Zouk upper orbiting thing happening. So it's like you're in the Kiz hold, but now you're able to move in X's rather than in just parallel lanes. But you're also able to do these like waves and like orbits and moves and like, which complements tarraxo, because in tarraxo from the waist up, you're able to express yourself any way you want up here. So it's weird. It's like I'm mixing those, and I don't know if I'm probably not the first one to do it, but it's like, it's just happening naturally to me because of musicality, and music is important. And I even like think that I have tapped into this music that maybe fits this thing that I'm trying to do. So it makes me excited, but it's like, it's just for me. But hopefully I can learn how to DJ so that I can start dancing this in this way. And then that's the other goal. I kind of, it's not that I have this music awareness and music obsession, and I go to so many concerts and shows and like world music. I really just need to learn how to mix two tracks on the same speed. I tried to teach myself DJing, and it seemed very complicated and like learning a whole new instrument. And I really just need to learn how to mix two tracks properly. And I think that's my next goal too. So those are the two things.
Do you have a name for this dance?
Or TBD. It's funny because if you like were to sort of try to label it, it's like a urban tarraxo or tarraxo, but
a new fusion.
But it's I feel like horrible even saying that because it doesn't taste good. But it is sort of taking from those elements based on the things that have helped me transcend in each of those dances, that I think like, oh man, if people did this, like it would feel good for them. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, as we wrap up, do you have any tips for newer dancers who are starting their dance journey?
Yeah. Everything's in your head. Everything's in your mind. So if you are afraid of a certain dance or scene or person even, it's just you. Because, how should I put this in words? Whatever you're afraid of is just you, because the moment none of it matters. No one's out there sort of gonna like, oh, let me stop everything I'm doing in my own fun and my own dances all night and start grading you for the way you dance. No, it's okay to like go in there and go fail. Go learn how to swim. Throw yourself in the pool. And don't worry, you're gonna fail. We need you to fail. You need to go make the mistakes so that you know that they're mistakes. The mistakes are gonna help you. So don't worry about being so perfect and so great, especially with these bigger dances that look even more beautiful. They're not like, they're all like math. So just don't be intimidated by it.
Yeah, mistakes are going to happen, and it's growth, hopefully, if you apply what you learned and the failures that you come across through your journey. It will make you a better person and a better dancer.
And if there's something that's too complicated or you don't like, then you learn that, oh, maybe this wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know, the range of dance is so great. Like, yes, there's super athletic, big, ridiculous, momentous things. And then there's things that are so tiny where people aren't even moving. They're literally just holding each other and moving nothing.
So you can find the vibe or the type of dance that you want to participate in. And hopefully, if you live in a big city, there are different types of classes and socials for one specific dance. So you can kind of gravitate towards a certain teacher or a certain venue or a certain DJ if you like a certain DJ at a certain venue. So you can kind of customize your experience. You don't have to like just stick with one or the one that's closest to you.
Yeah. Go explore. Go explore all the foods.
Yeah, you can just eat that hamburger, or you can...
And if you like the hamburger, okay. That's okay too.
Yeah.
You know? But you're not going to know that you like the hamburger unless you go try it. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Chris. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was awesome.
I look forward to being at your event, your next event.
Thank you.
It's always so fun. And thank you for doing this, and thank you for like putting a lens on this thing that we call dance.
Yep. Doing what I can. And thank you for watching this episode of Dance Brain, where we talk about the beauty of partner dancing. And we'll see you on the next episode.